Good afternoon. You're watching Newsfeed. I'm Maricar Bautista. The engineer behind the collapsed Cabagan-Santa Maria Bridge in Isabela rejects claims that a design flaw caused the structure's failure instead pointing to overloaded trucks as the primary culprit. Engineer Albert Cañete, who designed the 1.2 billion peso bridge, says that it adhered to all design standards set by the Department of Public Works and Highways and complied with the 2015 Philippine Bridge Code. Speaking to Billionaire News Channel, Cañete said the DPWH mandates a minimum load limit of 27 tons for 10-wheeler trucks. He explains this is the standard we follow in bridge design. President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. suggested earlier that a design flaw was to blame for the collapse. However, Cañete insisted that a thorough investigation is necessary before making conclusions.
Kailangan magkaroon muna ng sa tulay, forensic engineering investigation. Tingnan kung paano yung design, paano yung drawings, paano yung construction, tapos ano talaga nangyari pa. Parang incident report, ano nangyari ba nung bumagsak, ano yung dumaan ng mga truck, yung mga ganyan. Tapos pag nakumpleto na yung investigation, forensic investigation, matagal na proseso yan. Dapat doon lang magbigay ng statement whether kung saan nagkulang or kung ano nang dahilan kung bakit bumagsak.
According to Cañete, the bridge was designed to support a total weight of 54 tons at a time. However, at the moment of its collapse, it was bearing trucks with a combined weight of 102 tons, far exceeding its limit. A foreign fugitive who escaped police custody is now back in detention after being captured in Pampanga. More details in this report by Hannah T.
A high-profile Korean fugitive who escaped with the help of immigration officers is back in custody. Na Ik-kyon was rearrested in a residential area in Angeles City, Pampanga, 5 days after his escape. Also captured was Kang Chang-bom, his cohort, who authorities say helped him evade law enforcement. But Kang was no ordinary accomplice. He's also a wanted fugitive in South Korea for fraud. The escape was caught on camera, showing Na boarding a Bureau of Immigration van with 3 BI officers. They initially claimed Na had slipped away during a court hearing, but the video proved otherwise. Instead of escorting him back to detention, they drove him away using the agency's van.
At napatunayan po natin na nagsisinungaling itong mga tauhan na ito, itong mga escorts na ito, doon sa kanilang sinabi.
2 contractual BI employees were immediately terminated, while the 3rd agent, who was a regular employee, now faces criminal charges. The National Prosecution Service filed a case for conniving and consenting, assisting an escape of a prisoner, and perjury.
Yung isa po na permanent employee, sumiti na po tayo ng rekomendasyon sa Department of Justice upang ma-initiate ang administrative case laban sa kanya.
Na was initially detained in 2023 after being caught at Clark Airport with a fake passport. South Korean police had already marked him as a fugitive for investment fraud. But his deportation was delayed due to an estafa case filed by a Filipino businesswoman.
Inestafa daw niya ang isang Pilipina doon sa mga kinonsign sa kanya na mga alahas. At hindi daw ito nakapag-remit doon sa bayad, doon sa mga binentang alahas.
BI believes it was a staged lawsuit, a tactic known as the Demanda Me scheme, where fugitives file or get cases filed against them to delay deportation.
Kinakasuhan po nila ang kanilang sarili through someone else na binayaran nila upang mas mapatagal po yung pananatili nila dito sa Pilipinas at hindi sila umuwi sa kanilang bansa to face the criminal charges that are filed against them doon.
The Department of Justice is also going after lawyers who enable these escape schemes. Lawmakers have earlier requested the BI to explain amid allegations of corruption and internal collusion. But Immigration Chief Joel Viado says the agency is cracking down and no one will be spared. Hannah T, Billionaire News Channel.
8 out of 10 Filipinos prefer candidates who believe that the Philippines should assert its rights against China's aggressive actions in the West Philippine Sea. In the Commission's Social Weather Station survey conducted from February 15 to 19, 78% of respondents said they will choose a candidate who wants to assert our unclosed rights. The sentiment is highest in the National Capital Region, with 87% of the respondents choosing candidates who profess the perceived nationalistic stance over candidates who believe otherwise. It is weakest in Mindanao, where 33% of respondents prefer candidates who don't believe in countering Chinese actions, or rather China's actions, in the West Philippine Sea. Both urban and rural respondents overwhelmingly support candidates who will fight for our right to the West Philippine Sea. 77% of those polled agree with the statement that the government must further strengthen its alliance with other countries through joint patrols, joint sales, and joint military exercises to assert and defend the Philippines' territorial and economic rights in the West Philippine Sea. The national survey is commissioned by Strat-based, an advisory and research consultancy group. It was conducted via face-to-face interviews of 1,800 registered voters. And those are the news at this hour. I'm Maricar Bautista. We'll be back at 4 p.m. with more updates. Stay tuned to the Billionario News Channel on Free TV Channel 31, Channel 24 on Cignal, Channel 74 on Converge, and on our website, bnc.ph. Thanks for watching.